Are you ready for me to take you out for a ride? You sexy thing, you.
Goldwing ride, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motor vlogs.
Hey, what's up YouTube? This is your boy Chris out on the Goldwing. And today I'm out here on my 2016 Honda Goldwing trying to get the ride in today. It is a beautiful day, Can you guys believe that the current temperature is 63 degrees? 63 degrees out on the Goldwing. Just a couple of days ago, if you guys been keeping up with my video, it was 33 degrees out. 33 degrees out. I mean, we had ice on the trees, ice on the roads. Ice was everywhere. Just a couple of days ago, the weatherman actually called for a high today of 60 degrees, and I'm showing 63 degrees. So it feels good to be out on the Goldwing. You know, it's been a while since I actually been out on this Honda Goldwing, and when you go from the new Goldwing to the previous generation Goldwing, you really realize what you've been missing. Well, what have I been missing? Well, I'm glad you asked. Comfort. One thing about this previous generation Goldwing is that it's very, very comfortable. And one of the things that makes it comfortable is that it keeps a lot of the wind off of the rider. I have the big F4 custom windshield. I have the wind wing side wings, the air deflectors, and it keeps a lot of the wind off the rider. The seat is soft, and as a result, it allows for the rider to have a more comfortable ride. So I'm feeling good, y'all. That's one thing I love about this bike. I can ride it from sun up to sundown. This previous generation is very comfortable. If I had to describe it in one word, the most luxurious motorcycle in the world, hands down. But I still love the 21, don't get me wrong. But when I get back on this bike, man, it's a world of difference. So I'm just out here today trying to get the ride in. The weatherman called for 60 degrees out, so I decided to get the bike out. And I have the Taddy Brothers rear backup camera on this Honda Goldwing. And one thing I do like about the way I have everything set up is that I can move the monitor to either bike. It only takes me about 5 seconds to move the monitor over. And with this particular setup, I can see up to 4 cameras. So I have one on this bike, and it's wireless, of course, but if I move the monitor to the other bike, it picks up the other camera. And I also have one on my trailer and my vehicle. So a total of 4. All I have to do is move the monitor over. So I'm out here testing out these antennas that I've been using. The antennas that I had at first were the fold over antennas, and they was kind of flopping around, and it was losing signal for some reason or another. You know, I'm riding along and the screen would just blank out, you know, and pop back on. It just kind of loses signal. It is a wireless setup. It's supposed to have 150-foot range, but I couldn't understand why the signal was kept dropping. So when I purchased the Taddy Brothers rear backup camera, it actually came with 4 antennas, and I've never actually used these antennas. And so I figured, what do I have to lose? I put on the magnetic antennas, and now, you know, I've been out here testing it. The screen has not blacked out. I still have a good reception. It may be hard for you guys to see it because the sun is to my back and it's shining toward the screen, but everything is working fine. So if you guys are interested in putting a rear backup camera on your motorcycle, especially if you pull a bigger trailer, or if you ride a trike and you want to be able to see what's behind you, I highly recommend the Taddy Brothers rear backup camera. I will include a link in the description below of where you guys can pick up the Taddy Brothers rear backup camera system like I have here on my Honda Goldwing. So I'm just out here trying to get it in today. It's been a while since I've been on this Goldwing. If you guys been keeping up with my channel, most of the time you'll see me doing installation videos, or you'll see me riding the newer Goldwing. And one of the reasons why is because there's still a lot of things to that Goldwing that I could add. There's still a lot of things to the Goldwing that I'm working on. So you're gonna see majority of the videos on the newer Goldwing, but I don't want my audience to think that I've abandoned this previous generation. But one thing about this particular bike is that it really doesn't need anything. I have all of the accessories. I've pretty much done everything to this bike that it needs. Now, I will tell you that when it comes to a motorcycle, you're gonna always see something that you want to add to your bike. There's always something that you're going to purchase for your bike. It's a never-ending battle. But I always say, buy your needs first and then buy your wants. So with this particular bike, I have everything that I pretty much need. Now I can find something that I want, but everything that I need is already on this particular bike. So there's pretty much not too much I can do to this bike. So when you watch my channel, most likely you're going to see more videos on the newer Goldwing, because I still have a lot of things to do to that new Goldwing. So I'm just out here cruising, trying to get the ride in today, watching the cagers, keeping my head on a swivel, trying to get the ride in, using my GoPro cameras. This is actually my GoPro 11. I upgraded from the GoPro 4, so the cameras that I'm showing here today are the GoPro 11 and the GoPro 10s. Now, this particular bike does have the Viofo. It does have the Viofo cameras. So it's good to have some type of recording device on your bike, depending on what could possibly happen. Hopefully, when you get out here and ride, you can make it to your destination without any incidents. But it's good to have some type of recording device on your bike, just in case, but you never know. So I'm just out here trying to get it in, and I just really feel good to be on this previous generation. Very comfortable, very comfortable. I have everything pretty much set up the way that I like. I was reading some of your comments, and one of the comments that I got on Facebook, some of you felt like, or one of you felt like, some of the things that I have on my dash is, like a distraction. My style of riding is different than your style of riding. I'm gonna have some accessories on my bike that's not gonna be on your bike, and you're gonna have some accessories on your bike that I don't have on my bike. Everybody is different. For some of you, it may be a distraction. For me, it's no problem at all. I still got good views to my side mirrors, my frontal view. Even with this camera, nothing is blocking my vision, and I can see good. So just ride your ride and fix your bike up according to your needs, which will be totally different than someone else's need. Regardless of whether you're riding a Honda Goldwing or Harley Davidson or a Can-Am or whatever you're riding, be comfortable with your bike. Be happy with your bike. They say don't try to keep up with the Jones. It's not a competition. So you need to get the things that are important to you that makes your riding more comfortable. So what works for one rider may not work for another rider. Case in point, I recently did a video installing the chrome switch panel that goes over the switch panel on the new style Honda Goldwing, and a couple of the comments said that on my Facebook that they removed their switch panel, their chrome switch panel, or they didn't put it on their bike because the sunlight reflects off of the switch panel, and I guess it blinds their view. Well, for me, I always wear a tinted face shield. Some riders out there may wear a clear face shield. So yes, it could reflect light and mess with your eyes, but do you have on a tinted face shield? Do you have the inner tinted face shield that drops down within the helmet that allows you to reflect the light that's coming in? So for me, I always wear a tinted face shield, so I don't see where the switch panel cover is going to be a problem because it's chrome. But for some of you, that's not what you want on your bike, and that's totally acceptable. That's totally understandable. Everybody is not going to want the same accessory on their bike, and you shouldn't want the same accessory on your bike just because somebody has it on their bike. I always say, buy the accessory that is most important to you. So you don't have to clone your buddy's bike to be in competition, but you can fix your bike up that's comfortable to your style of riding. Some people may like loud pipes. For me, I don't like loud pipes. Some guys like a short windshield, and some guys out there may not like a tall windshield. So everybody is different. That's why I say it's not a competition. Just fix your bike up to your comfort level. So I'm just out here trying to get the ride in today, and I'm testing out my Phobos right now. I have the Phobo tire pressure monitoring on. I'm showing 43 on the front and 54 on the rear. I actually added a little bit of extra air on my tires because the bike had been sitting up, and you know, with these tires over time, you know, the tires will lose a little bit of pressure just sitting up in a cold garage. So if you guys stay tuned to the channel, I'm going to show you how to change out the batteries in the tire pressure monitoring on the Phobos. And that's the thing about tire pressure monitoring, whether you have the original tire pressure monitoring that came on the Goldwing, or if you purchase the Phobos and aftermarket tire pressure monitoring, those batteries are eventually going to go down. You eventually are going to need to change the battery. So regardless of you on a Honda, a Harley, or even an automobile, if you have tire pressure monitoring, those batteries inside of the tires are going to go down, and you're going to have to change out those batteries. So stay tuned to the channel, and I'm going to change out the batteries on the Phobo. So I'm just out here rambling on a Goldwing, trying to get the ride in today, out on the 2016 Honda Goldwing. Have the bike I have it where I want it, not too much more that I want to do to it. So stay tuned to the channel. I got some more Gold Strike accessories that I will be adding to the new Goldwing. And if any of you out there watching this video, if you picked up the new Goldwing, be sure to put it down in the comment section below. If you would like to send me pictures of your new Goldwing, you can email the pictures to chriscaliente@yahoo.com. I will include that information in the description as well, if you would like to send me a picture or some pictures of your new Goldwing purchase. Or if you purchased the previous generation Goldwing as well, you can also send those pictures via email to chriscaliente@yahoo.com. So I'm just out here trying to get the ride in. So far so good, everything is working fine. The temperature is perfect, the bike is comfortable. I have no complaints. Well, anyway, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. See you.
Big dog status, I'm a big dog vet. I pull up on the block in a big Corvette. Yeah, ride around the city with a stick all black. Try with a stroke, but we ain't with all that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Made $1 million and I can't go back. Got a lot of jewelry on me, man, you can't hold that. 12 ask me better, tell him that I ain't so crack. Know your money long when your people can't afford that. I'm ballin', yeah. My mama told me that did my calling. I keep that stick, I don't do no brawling. Open out the doors and let them all in here. Yeah, they all in here. Ooh, big dog. We come out the pound, so we big dog. Heavy paddock, got me break my wrist off. I'm young out of rocket, about to lead dog. 3, 2, 1, I got big dog status, I'm a big dog vet. I pull up on the block, in a big